Hi guys! Welcome to my class. Our topic for today is about coordinate plane. You're going to learn it here, the easy way. In case you are new to my channel, please subscribe so that you will be kept updated on the next math lesson. Then, like and share so that you can also help other students. We are going to learn today how to identify points and ordered pairs. And we are going to name an ordered pair after reflection on the coordinate plane. Let us recall what is a coordinate plane. A coordinate plane is a two-dimensional plane formed by the intersection of the vertical line, which is called the y-axis, and the horizontal line, which is called the x-axis. I want you to take a look at the coordinate plane. The vertical line is the y-axis, and the horizontal line is the x-axis. Don't forget that. The intersection of the x-axis and the y-axis is called the origin, while any point on the plane is called the ordered pair. The first number in the ordered pair is called the x-coordinate, while the second number is the y-coordinate. In any ordered pair, the first number is always the x-coordinate, and the second is the y-coordinate. It will never change. If the x-coordinate and the y-coordinate is positive, it is on the first quadrant. However, if the x-coordinate is negative and the y-coordinate is still positive, it is on the second quadrant. Nevertheless, if both coordinates are negative, it is on the third quadrant. While if the x-coordinate is positive and the y-coordinate is negative, it is on the fourth quadrant. Let us work on this example so that you will be guided. Identify the ordered pair that names point M. Then identify the quadrant in which it is located. I want you to take note of this. Whenever you are going to locate any point on the coordinate plane, we need to start from the origin. That is the intersection of the x and y axis. That is the point 0, 0. So whenever we are going to locate point M, from the origin we will move 3 units to the right. If we move 3 units to the right, that is the x-coordinate, and it is 3. After that, we are going to move up until we reach point M. And point M is 4 units up, and that is the y-coordinate. Accordingly, the ordered pair is 3, 4. Since the ordered pair are both positive, the point lies on quadrant 1. Let us work on another example so that you can understand it well. Identify the ordered pair that names point H. Then identify the quadrant in which it is located. We are going to start always from the origin, that is point 0, 0, the intersection of the x and y axis. Then, from the origin, we need to move 1 unit right, and that is the x-coordinate, which is 1. Subsequently, we need to move 2 units down so that we can reach point H, and that is the y-coordinate, negative 2. Correspondingly, if the x-coordinate is positive and the y-coordinate is negative, point H lies on quadrant 4. Let us work on another example so that you can hit it off. Identify the ordered pair that names point T. Then identify the quadrant in which it is located. As usual, we are going to start at the origin, point 0, 0. Then we are going to move 4 units to the left. That is the x-coordinate, negative 4, because it is to the left. Afterwards, we need to move down until we reach point P, and that is negative 3, that is the y-coordinate. Correspondingly, the ordered pair are both negative, therefore point P lies on quadrant 3. Accordingly, we have learned how to identify points and ordered pairs. And we have learned also how to identify the quadrant where the points and ordered pairs are located. Let us move now to the second goal. If the reflection is across the x-axis, the sign of the x-coordinate will never change. Only the sign of the y-coordinate will change. Remember that? Let us work on this example so that you can understand the reflection. Name the ordered pair that is a reflection of negative 5 and 6 across the x-axis. As I mentioned a while ago, if the reflection is across the x-axis, the x-coordinate will never change. Only the sign of the y-coordinate will change. So let us plot the point negative 5 and 6. Please take note that we are going to keep the same x-coordinate, negative 5. Since we are required to find the reflection across the x-axis, the y-coordinate 6 will become negative 6. Accordingly, the reflection of negative 5 and 6 across the x-axis is negative 5 and negative 6. Let us work on another example so that you can understand it well. Name the ordered pair that is a reflection of 3 and negative 4 across the x-axis. We have learned that the x-coordinate will not change, while the y-coordinate from negative 4 will become positive 4. Correspondingly, the reflection of 3 and negative 4 across the x-axis is 3 and 4. Consistently, I want you to take note that if the reflection is across the y-axis, the y-coordinate will never change. Only the sign of the x-coordinate will change. Let us have this example so that you will be guided. Name the ordered pair that is a reflection of 5 and 6 across the y-axis. As I told you a while ago, the y-coordinate will never change. Only the sign of the x-coordinate will change. So, once we plotted the point 5 and 6, the reflection of the right will go to the left. It will become negative 5 and 6. Accordingly, the reflection of 5 and 6 across the y-axis is negative 5 and 6. Therefore, we have met our goal for today's lesson. We have learned how to identify points and ordered pairs, and we have named an ordered pair after a reflection on the coordinate plane. To wrap it up in identifying the ordered pair of a point, always start from the origin. If the x-coordinate is positive, you need to move right. But if it is negative, you need to move left. However, if the y-coordinate is positive, you need to move up. But if it is negative, we need to move down. I want you to take note that if both coordinates are positive, it lies on quadrant 1. But if x-coordinate is negative and y is positive, it lies on quadrant 2. If both ordered pairs are negative, it lies on quadrant 3. And if x-coordinate is positive and y is negative, it lies on quadrant 4. Moreover, if we are required to find the reflection of the ordered pair across the x-axis, don't ever change the x-coordinate, but instead, take the opposite of the y-coordinate. Remember that? Likewise, if we are required to find the reflection of the ordered pair across the y-axis, don't change the y-coordinate. We need to take the opposite of the x-coordinate if it is a reflection across the y-axis. Remember that? To sum it up, if it is a reflection on the x-axis, we are going to change the y-coordinate. It will either go up or down. But if it is a reflection on the y-axis, we're going to change the x-coordinate. It is either left or right. Okay? To conclude our lesson for today, I want you to always remember what His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, may his soul rest in peace, wrote for us. Education is like a lantern which lights your way in a dark alley. Sheikh Zayed wrote and left this quote for us so that the youth will always remember the importance of education. The genuine concern of Sheikh Zayed for his nation will always remain, as this quote will handed down from generation to generation. And to encapsulate our lesson for today, I want you to always remember that life is a math equation. You cannot get the most of it if you cannot convert the negatives into positive. I do hope you have learned a lot for today's topic and you find it easy. Okay? Till next math lesson. Bye-bye!